So the women go to the tomb early in the morning to anoint Jesus with spices, but they're surprised to find that the stone had been rolled away, and a young man in a white robe was there. Now the other Gospels call him an angel, but Mark does something very interesting when he calls him a young man. See, Mark only uses the phrase young man twice in his Gospel. The other time was when Jesus was arrested in the garden. A young man wearing nothing but a linen garment was following Jesus. When they seized him, he fled naked, leaving his garment behind. So all we hear about that young man is his fear and shame, exposed and naked as he abandons Jesus and his linen garment. Now chapter 15 just told us that Jesus was buried in a linen garment. Now here's this young man wearing white garments of glory like we saw Jesus wear at his transfiguration. So they didn't literally change clothes, but Mark is drawing these observations together to make a theological point. Even in our fear and failure, what Jesus did when he rose from the dead was wrap himself in our linen garment of shame, taking on our sin, and giving us new garments of glory. So chapter 16 is about second chances. And this angel says, you're looking for Jesus? He's risen. He's not here. But go and tell his disciples and Peter, see how he specifically mentions the disciple who denied Jesus 3 times. Say to them, he is going ahead of you into Galilee. There you will see him just as he told you. Galilee was that place where the disciples had first been appointed. So everything's coming full circle. Jesus would meet them there where it all started and discuss the next steps of discipleship. So it's this chance and opportunity to start again, to continue God's great kingdom mission, but this time in light of the glory of the resurrection. Jesus rose from the dead and now there's hope. Our suffering could have been in vain. None of those great dreams of community and justice would have been possible if our King hadn't taken his throne and vanquished his foes. So the resurrection gives us something substantial to hold on to. And this is extremely encouraging for those of us who know what it's like to deeply ache in this lifetime. We're not just suffering for 80 years and then being extinguished. There's a renewal of all things, and evil will be punished, and wounds will heal. And we can experience a glimpse of that now, as that resurrection power pushes us through the pain toward a higher reality. So we trust in Jesus to guide us into that vision. But then, trembling and bewildered, the women went out and fled from the tomb. They said nothing to anyone because they were afraid. Even the women fail in their call. Now the oldest and best manuscripts of Mark's Gospel that we have end the story there. He leaves it open-ended for readers to decide how they will respond now that the secret is out. Obviously, the women didn't keep it a secret forever, and the other Gospels explain what happens next when Jesus reunites with them. But Mark is asking, what will you do? Are your eyes opening to the promised Messiah? And will you choose to follow him even when it hurts? And that even if you failed him in the past, that you trust in his grace to restore you. So let's embrace and follow our good King and Savior, Jesus Christ, as resurrected people united on kingdom mission.